Have you ever been caught in someone else's revenge plot? I was working the night shift at this trendy coffee shop downtown when this guy Liam started coming in every single night for 2 weeks straight, always around 9 p.m., right when the evening rush died down. He'd order the exact same thing, large black coffee, extra hot, no sugar, super polite, always said please and thank you, and left me these generous $5 tips on a $4 coffee. At first I thought maybe he worked nearby and needed the caffeine boost for late nights at the office. Lots of people had that routine, but then I started noticing little things about him, how he'd linger at the counter longer than necessary, asking about my day, remembering details from previous conversations. He had these warm brown eyes and this genuine smile that made me look forward to his visits. The third week, he finally worked up the courage to ask me out. I know this might be weird since I'm technically a customer, he said, running his hand through his hair nervously, but would you maybe want to grab dinner after your shift tomorrow? There's this great Italian place a few blocks away. I said yes immediately. I mean, he seemed sweet, respectful, and honestly, I'd been single for 8 months and was ready to put myself out there again. Plus, all my friends kept telling me I needed to stop being so picky and give nice guys a chance. Our first date was absolutely perfect. He picked me up right on time, opened car doors, asked thoughtful questions about my goals and dreams. We talked for hours about everything, our families, college experiences, favorite movies, travel bucket lists. He was genuinely interested in my life, asking about my schedule at the coffee shop, which coworkers I was closest with, how long I'd been working there. When he dropped me off, he even walked me to my apartment door and waited until I was safely inside before leaving. I was already planning our second date in my head when I got to work the next morning, practically floating on cloud 9. But the moment I walked through the employee entrance, my manager Rachel grabbed my arm and pulled me into the back office. Her face was pale and she looked absolutely furious. "We need to talk," she said, closing the door behind us. "I saw Liam's car in the parking lot last night. Please tell me you didn't go out with him." I was completely confused. "Wait, you know Liam? How do you—" "He's my ex-boyfriend," she interrupted, and my stomach immediately dropped. "We dated for 2 years and broke up 6 months ago after I caught him cheating on me with my best friend Chloe. It was messy, really messy." My heart started racing as the pieces clicked together. "Rachel, I had no idea. He never mentioned—" "Of course he didn't," she said bitterly. "Listen, after we broke up, he wouldn't leave me alone. He kept showing up at places he knew I'd be, calling from different numbers when I blocked him. I finally had to threaten a restraining order to get him to stop." She pulled out her phone and showed me screenshots of text messages from unknown numbers. The messages were dated just last week, the same week Liam had asked me out. "Hope you don't mind me getting close to your coworkers," one read. Another said, "Revenge tastes better than coffee, doesn't it, Rachel?" I felt physically sick reading them. Every sweet moment from our date suddenly felt contaminated. All those questions about my work schedule, my relationship with coworkers, how long I'd been there. He wasn't being genuinely interested in my life. He was gathering intelligence about Rachel's daily routine. "He found out where I work through my Instagram stories," Rachel explained. "I posted a picture of our new seasonal menu a few weeks ago, and you can see the shop's logo in the background. That's when he started coming in every night." The worst part was remembering how he'd specifically asked about Rachel during our date. "So tell me about your coworkers," he'd said. "Anyone you're particularly close with?" I told him all about how Rachel was not just my manager, but had become a real friend, how she'd helped me through my own bad breakup earlier that year. When I confronted Liam the next time he came in, he didn't even try to deny it. He just leaned against the counter with this smug smile and said, "Come on, don't act so surprised. You had to know this was too good to be true. When's the last time a guy like me actually noticed a girl like you?" That comment hit harder than anything else. Not only had he used me as a weapon against Rachel, but he'd made me question my own worth in the process. The silver lining? Rachel and I became genuinely close friends after everything. She helped me see that I deserved so much better than being someone's revenge plot. We still work together, and now we have this unbreakable bond forged through shared trauma and Liam's spectacular failure at psychological warfare. Sometimes the best friendships come from the worst situations.